and gentlemen, it is me, Duke CT, and I love the Ratchet and Clank series.
Sure, I haven't played the PS3 trilogy yet, but eventually I will. But I did play the entire PS2 trilogy and one of the side games that came out to the PSP and the PS2, Size Matters. Yes, I know there are other side games in the series, but we'll get to them later. Anyway, the people who made Ratchet and Clank series into what it is, Insomniac Games, were the same people who made the awesome Spyro the Dragon PS1 trilogy and the interesting Resistance series of first-person shooters. I say interesting because I haven't played any of the Resistance titles at all. So they might be good, right? What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the Ratchet and Clank series. This series has produced lots of fun times and moments that many fans, including myself, have enjoyed for many years. And now since there's a movie coming out, I feel there is no time than right now to take a look at the original PS2 trilogy that started it all.
So yeah, boys and girls, for the next 3 videos here on The Last Reviewer Standing, I'm going to be taking a look at all 3 games from the Ratchet and Clank PS2 trilogy. With a little help from this, the Ratchet and Clank collection. All 3 games digitally remastered in HD. So, that said, let's take a look at the first game that started it all, Ratchet and Clank. Cue the theme song!
My shine, they think I'm out of my mind. One chance, we own. Take another look, you know that we gone. Came from the ground and we crawling up. You can feel it in your fist when you ball it up. If the sky turns black, it don't matter. We know the sun is coming up. We were born to run. Sky turn black, it won't matter.
We start off the story as we see our little hero robot Clank getting manufactured or born or whatever. He takes a look at a video that shocks and terrifies him. Nah, that would fry his motherboard if you saw that. But what Clank did see was a video from the evil corporate villain Drek, as he wants to take apart innocent planets and put it apart in his new world for his race, the Blarg. But his motivations are not noble.
There must be another way to make a home for your people.
You think that's what this is about? Who do you think polluted our last world? I did. This is about one thing and one thing only. Cash, and lots of it. You see, I've been paid for every square inch of my new world. Once the inhabitants move in, I will begin polluting this world as well. Then the whole thing starts all over again. Ah, brilliant.
Ah yes, a brilliant plan. Till maybe the Blarg rise up against you, face off against a couple worlds that don't deal with this crap and take down your soldiers. Or you run out of worlds that can actually inhabit your race and then you're screwed. I think I actually covered the reasons why this plan can't go on forever, but if you find any more or disagree with my opinion, please tell me in the comments so I can ignore them. So where was I? Oh yes, Clank figuring out what Drek's plan is and escaping the planet. But that doesn't go well for Clank, as the other robots pursue him and he crashes down on a nearby planet with the other hero Ratchet. After a tutorial level, Ratchet finds Clank, and Clank explains to him the dire situation, and they go out searching for the one hero that can help them on their journey, Captain Quark. Will they be successful, or will Supreme Commander Drek rule this day? So that's the main story in a nutshell. You do meet up with other people on your quest, but they're only there for 2 things: give you items, and taking away most of your money.
How about I sell you these? At cost. Sell? After we just saved your scrawny butt?
All right. I'll give you the employee discount, too. Well, thanks. I'm gonna get out of here while I still can.
Yeah, you see, this game has a Saturday morning cartoon feel to it, as this voice acting, for the most part, fits in with the characters, especially Chairman Drek. I get the feeling that dude had a ball playing that part.
So you see, it would be most beneficial if your citizens were not in the city when my workers begin removing it.
Preposterous! I will not stand for this!
Unfortunately, you have no choice in the matter.
Let's just see what Captain Quark has to say about that, my good man. I don't see what's so funny. Captain Quark could dispatch you without even breaking a sweat, you puny.
You have now officially worn out your welcome and my patience.
This is your last chance. Stop this madness now!
Okay, wait. You're right. I will withdraw my troops.
Really?
No! He's all yours, gentlemen. Try not to leave any marks.
As you just saw, the story for the most part is very simple and light. Something that most people can get around. Kids and adults, whatever, your age groups, you can easily follow along this story. And it's really nice to see that there's a good guy / protagonist in Ratchet and Clank that you can actually root for instead of just, questioning his moral fiber.
Now, don't get me wrong. I love Solid Snake, Max Payne, Batman, Kratos, and etc. as the next gamer. But sometimes I feel that gaming should have more fun, and more fun characters other than Sonic and Mario. And Ratchet and Clank filled that missing void for me. And that's why I love this series. But this game isn't perfect, as I have two legit gripes here. One is the controls. Now don't get it twisted. The controls work really well. Well, for the most part, as you move like any good 3D platformer, and bonus points for actually having a double jump. No, the main problem is that you can't strafe, and it becomes really cumbersome when you have to take out Drek's elite soldiers. Screw these guys and their BS long-range attacks. The second one's a little spoiler heavy, as it goes a bit far in the game story. As I told you before, Ratchet and Clank were looking for the big-time hero, Captain Quark, to help them save the day and stop Supreme Chairman Drek and all of his villainy. But sadly for Ratchet and Clank,
I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
Get off of me, you idiot!
I love it when a plan comes together.
What do you mean?
What do you think he means, genius? He's not gonna help us. He's gonna kill us.
You catch on quick. Although there is one problem with your hypothesis. I'm not going to kill you.
You're not?
No, he is.
But why?
But why? It's really not that difficult to decipher. I'm the official spokesman for Drek's new planet. I can't have you two getting in the way of my comeback.
This isn't over, Quark.
No, but it will be soon.
and after Ratchet and Clank defeat the huge monster, Ratchet has a bit of an attitude adjustment.
I wonder what that infobot is for.
Maybe it can replace you.
He needs our help.
Yeah? Why don't you go help him? Into another trap. Well, go on. Go fight some evil. It's a good thing I need this to get to that jet, or you'd be out of luck, pal.
Asshole.
You know, I understand Ratchet being totally pissed off at Quark for betraying him, and he wants to get some payback. But to pass off the anger into Clank, who, let's be real, you fell for that trap too. And Clank was legitimately born like a couple of days ago, so I don't really get too pissed off at Clank. He may be super smart, but he doesn't have the, world awareness and experience of if he's falling into a trap or not. So I can forgive Clank for that. But to be so fixated on revenge while the entire galaxy, your galaxy, is burning? Ratchet?
You're nothing but a selfish prick!
Yeah, but after he takes down Quark, he then takes a look at an infobot that shows the devastation of Drek's forces and then changes his attitude.
Yes, I know. It is worse than I expected, too.
Look, maybe you were right. This is a lot bigger than you or me. I was really selfish focusing on Quark.
It is not too late to stop Drek.
Hey, yeah! We've got this new ship. Let's go get him!
Now you are talking.
But besides all that, this game is really fun. The graphics look really good for being a PS2 game. Yes, I know it's an HD re-release, but yeah, the PS2 version's graphics were good as well. The gunplay is just as fun as the platforming. The guns themselves range from standard blaster to powerful Visibon gun to the weird an odd morphing ray. And I really like having Clank, you play around with Clank in a couple of these little missions and you have to control little robot buddies. I really like that. And I love the fact they actually expand on this in future games as well. So overall, I really did like this game. Highly recommend it. I give this an 8 out of 10. You should go out and play this.
Well, that's it for me, Duke CT, here on Last Reviewer Standing Day. Peace and love. I will see y'all when I see y'all. And coming up next is the kick-ass sequel to Ratchet and Clank, Going Commando. Peace.
Hand on the glass, I can feel the rain. You don't wanna fight, not feel your pain. But I gotta go hard, gotta go far. That don't mean that we gotta fall apart. I'ma stand tall for all of us, cause fate on the phone.